Hello, and welcome back to English Daily Studio. I'm Jessica, and I'm so happy you're here. If you're learning English, you're in the right place. Here, we explore interesting topics in slow, clear, and easy English to help you improve your listening, vocabulary, and speaking skills. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone experiences: stress. Maybe you have felt it before an exam, before an important meeting, before paying a bill, or maybe you have felt stressed for no clear reason at all. Your phone keeps ringing, your to-do list keeps growing, there are emails to answer, messages to reply to, and sometimes it feels like there are simply not enough hours in the day. You feel tired, but your mind keeps running. You finally go to bed, but instead of sleeping, you keep thinking. What if I forget something? What if I make a mistake? What if tomorrow is even busier? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But what exactly is stress? Why do we feel it? Is stress always bad? And what can we do when life starts to feel overwhelming? Let's explore this together. Part 1. Stress is the brain's alarm system. The first thing to know is this: stress is not a mistake. Stress is not something your body accidentally created. Stress is actually one of the reasons humans survived. Thousands of years ago, life was dangerous. People faced wild animals, extreme weather, lack of food, and many other risks. The brain needed a way to react quickly, so it created an alarm system. When danger appeared, the body prepared for action. Your heart beat faster. Your breathing became quicker. Your muscles became ready to move. Scientists call this the fight or flight response. The body prepares to fight the danger or escape from it. This response helped our ancestors survive, and we still carry this ancient system inside us today. The problem is that our brains sometimes react to modern problems in exactly the same way. Your body may react to an email the same way it once reacted to a tiger. The tiger is gone, but the alarm system remains. Part 2. Modern life creates ancient responses. Today's world is very different from the world of our ancestors. Most of us are not running away from wild animals. Instead, we face deadlines, bills, traffic, work pressure, school pressure, social media, and an endless stream of information. Our phones never stop buzzing. There is always another notification, another message, another video to watch, another task waiting for us. Our brains were not designed for this amount of information. As a result, the stress system sometimes stays turned on for too long. Imagine a fire alarm ringing all day. Eventually, you would become exhausted. That is how many people feel, not because one big problem exists, but because hundreds of small pressures slowly build up over time. Many people also feel pressure to do more, work harder, learn faster, earn more money, become more successful. Social media can make this even worse. We often compare our everyday lives with someone else's best moments, and suddenly it feels like everyone else is moving faster than we are. But life is not a competition, and your timeline does not need to look like anyone else's. Part 3. Stress affects both the mind and the body. Stress does not only live inside our thoughts, our bodies feel it too. Have you ever noticed these things? Difficulty sleeping, headaches, feeling tired all the time, trouble concentrating, forgetting simple things, feeling impatient, getting angry more easily. These can all be signs of stress. In fact, stress connects to many of the topics we have talked about before. Stress can make us forget things more easily. Stress can make us put things off. Stress can make happiness feel harder to find. Our brains have limited energy. When stress uses a large part of that energy, there is less available for other things. This is one reason why people sometimes make mistakes when they are stressed, or forget simple information they normally remember easily. Your brain is not broken. It is simply busy trying to protect you. The body often notices stress before the mind does. That is why learning to recognize your own stress signals is important. Your body may be trying to tell you something. The question is, are you listening? Part 4. Not all stress is bad. This part surprises many people. Not all stress is harmful. In fact, a small amount of stress can be useful. Imagine taking an exam. If you felt absolutely no stress, you might not study at all. A little stress helps you prepare. Imagine giving a speech. A little nervous energy can help you focus and perform better. Athletes feel stress before a competition. Musicians feel stress before a concert. Even experienced speakers feel stress before walking onto a stage. The goal is not to remove all stress from life. The goal is balance. Too little stress can reduce motivation. Too much stress can become overwhelming. Some stress helps us grow. Too much stress can make us feel stuck. Learning to manage stress is more important than trying to eliminate it completely, because stress is part of being human, and it probably always will be. Part 5. How can we handle stress better? The good news is that there are many ways to manage stress. First, sleep matters. When we sleep, our brains recover. Problems often feel larger when we are tired. Second, movement helps. You do not need to run a marathon. A short walk can help. Stretching can help. Even 10 minutes of exercise can improve your mood. Third, talk to someone. Friends matter. Family matters. Sometimes simply saying your worries out loud makes them feel smaller. Fourth, focus on one thing at a time. Many people try to solve 10 problems at once. The brain usually works better when we give it one task instead of 10. Finally, remember that rest is productive too. Many people feel guilty when they rest, but rest is not laziness. Rest is maintenance. You charge your phone battery, you refill your car with fuel. Your brain also needs recovery time. Taking care of yourself is not wasting time. It's preparing yourself for tomorrow. Let me share a quick story. Last year, I had one of the busiest months I could remember. There were deadlines everywhere. Too many emails, too many messages, too many things on my list. Every morning, I woke up already thinking about work. Every evening, I went to bed thinking about tomorrow. One night, I realized something strange. I had spent an entire week feeling busy, but I had not actually accomplished as much as I wanted. Stress was making it harder to think clearly, harder to focus, harder to make decisions. So I decided to do something simple. I closed my laptop, I left my phone at home, and I went for a walk. The weather was cool. The streets were quiet. For 20 minutes, I did nothing except walk. The problems were still waiting when I returned. The deadlines had not disappeared, but my mind felt different, calmer, clearer, lighter. That evening taught me something important. Sometimes working harder isn't the answer. Sometimes resting better is. Today's challenge. Here's today's challenge. The next time you feel stressed, stop for 1 minute. Take a slow breath in. Take a slow breath out. Then ask yourself 3 questions. What is causing this stress? What can I control? What can I let go? You do not need to solve everything today. You only need to take the next small step. Small actions can make difficult situations feel manageable again. Let's do a quick summary. What we learned today. Stress is the brain's alarm system. Modern life often activates ancient survival responses. Stress affects both the mind and the body. Not all stress is bad. Small habits can help us manage stress better. Stress is not a sign of weakness. It's often a sign that something matters to us. The goal is not to live without stress. The goal is to live with it in healthier ways. Because life will always have challenges. But with the right habits, support, and mindset, we can face those challenges more calmly. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. I hope you learned something new and practiced your English at the same time. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who is learning English too. This is Jessica from English Daily Studio. And remember, you can't always control what happens around you, but you can learn how to care for yourself through difficult moments. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. And don't forget, you do not have to carry everything alone. See you next time. Goodbye.